You talked about, this is the big one. So, and this is where I'm going to go with the conversation with Rick. When people are in desperation, meaning that they have a potential terminal or life-ending disease or illness.
Yeah.
Cancer, Alzheimer's, so what's your experience there? What's the research showing there? Because those are the folks that will probably in their own behind their own closed doors
do it. They're desperate enough, right?
I'm going to give it a try, because if we're being honest here, who wants to go through chemo? Who wants to go through radiation? I don't know the stats, nor do I care to know those stats, but there are a lot of stories. Yeah, my loved one passed away after radiation treatment. It just knocked them out. Chemo, radiation took their life. Their bodies just wasn't able to handle and manage it. So what is the science showing, and what have you been hearing back, if you have any testimonials for people who have those types of illnesses?
Yeah, so let me tell you, this modern research to urotherapy is down to, I'm going to be honest, one man who wrote a book called The Water of Life. And his name is John Armstrong. Now, in the 1940s, he was a doctor, and he went around to a lot of patients. I think he dealt with 10,000 patients, and his primary way of dealing with them wasn't with pharmaceutical medicine. It wasn't with diet. It wasn't with fasting. It was with urine therapy. So what he did, they had cancer. They were terminal and almost dying. He got them to drink their own fresh urine. He also got them to pee and did aged urine on them. So he waited. It's written in the book. Their old fermented urine for a week or two. And what he did with the fermented urine was, so he got them to drink their fresh, and he got them to do the fermented urine, and he rubbed them all over the body, all over the skin. Because whatever you put on your skin, whether good or bad, enters the bloodstream super easy. And what happened was, all of his patients, even those on death's doors, got cured from this. And it's written in the book. It's a beautiful book. And that man is responsible pretty much for this modern resurgence of the hidden knowledge that was always there. And it's a great book. I recommend everyone check it out. It literally saved so many people's lives.
So I'm going to ask you this question. I haven't done this necessarily all yet, but what are the side effects or the adverse events that happen or that could happen with drinking urine, or is there none?
Well, no, there is, because me and you know that anything that if we're full of toxicity, it takes effort, and the toxins have to come out from deep within into the bloodstream, and this is going to mean symptoms of a headache or diarrhea, nausea, lethargy, depression. So here's the problem: some people try out urine therapy, and first things first, including me, sometimes you get a headache straight away. Sometimes you get, like I had, diarrhea, but people need to understand, this is not the medicine not working. This is the medicine working too well, and it's coming out, because things don't just come out by magic. They have to go through a system where you have to suffer if you're that toxic with it. So that's the side effects that will often happen. And then people will blame the medicine and say, oh, well, urine therapy didn't work for me. I tried it and I got a headache straight away. And I'm like, yeah, because you were super toxic, and you were going through a Hexheimer reaction where it had to come out.
Well, that will go into some of the conversation too with the root brands, with the Detox, with Clean Slate.
Yep, exactly. The same thing. Yeah. This is a really important topic beyond urine therapy, and any single powerful protocol, fasting, whatever diet changes, whatever you do, if you do something really powerful like urine therapy, like root, if you do something like that and you're toxic, do expect some kind of adverse reaction, because you are pulling out quickly. But it doesn't mean to give up. It just means to ride it out, because there's a point where you will just remove the toxicity, and then your energy will come, and then the real truth of that medicine will come to you.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay. I want to mention real quick, I didn't do this in the beginning of the show, and we probably do in the intro as well, but for all those who are interested in, if you have a loved one, if there is a reason or an illness that you're trying to overcome, Harry can be reached on Instagram at Holistic Health with Harry, very, very easily. And then we'll put that link in the bio, in the podcast notes, as we always do. And we'll also make sure that we include, he doesn't have an official website yet. He's working on that, but he does have a website reference that you can reach him there as well. So we'll make sure we include that there at the same time. So Harry, I'm sorry I didn't mention that in the earlier part of the conversation, but I want to make sure we got it in.
Cheers,
so, all right. So what does the therapy look like? So someone decides, yes, I'm going to start urine therapy. I need to exhaust all my options. I have a terminal illness. If you like that clip, be sure to check out our daily videos of Healthcare 360 on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And while you're at it, don't forget to head on over to scotteburgess.com and sign up for our mailing list, where you will get the latest and greatest in medtech, health tech, healthcare, and your personal well-being. We'll see you there.